Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my sweet Oliver, and we are so happy you stopped by today. If you're returning, welcome back. I couldn't do this without all of you guys. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this new beaded wreath that I just recently found and got at Dollar Tree. This 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use my new COUTURE Christmas transfer. I believe this is called Stripes and Joy. And yeah, Stripes and Joy. And then I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. Now, I don't know if this is a new color or if they just renamed their white. But they didn't have white, they just had this. And then my COUTURE chalk paste in the color Candy Apple and Storm. So I'm going to start off by painting my wood round with that Waverly chalk paint. Then I'm going to fuzz my transfer. Since it is adhesive, you want to make sure you fuzz it before you use it the first time, so that way it doesn't stick to your surface and pull up the paint or stretch the transfer. Then I'm going over the lines with my Storm. Now, if you see me using that dish, it's because my Storm is getting super thick, so I wanted to add some water to it, but I didn't want to add it to the jar, so I put some in my little plate there and added some water. And sorry if you hear Oliver. I am right now lifting the part that I've done, that way it doesn't stick to my transfer, and then I will go over the rest of this. Now, if you've never tried COUTURE before, I am a designer and I have a link in my description box. You can check out my site if you'd like, and if you would like to check out our Club COUTURE, that's a monthly club where you get an exclusive 8x11 transfer for $21.99 a month, plus 3 coordinating chalk paste, and your first order you get a squeegee to go with it. These transfers that you get are exclusive only to COUTURE members or the club members, so you can't buy it, and they really do come out with some really cool transfers. In fact, I can't wait for November's to come. As you can see, I just finished the lines there. But if you're interested in all, go ahead and check out my page, or you can always send me a message. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. On the Club COUTURE, you do have to, if you sign up, you do have to do it for at least 3 months, just so you know. Okay, so there I just used my Candy Apple on the Joy part of my stencil. And then I took this beaded wreath, and I'm using my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant. And then once it was dry, taking some super glue gel, and I'm going to go around most of the beads there, and then I'm going to use hot glue on the bottom and the top part, and because I want the permanent hold and I want the immediate hold. And then once I have this on there, I will flip it over and put it on my wood round. But when you flip it over, you got to make sure that all those beads don't move on you and that they're all hitting the board. Once I was done with that, I took this ribbon. I just recently got this burlap ribbon at Walmart, and I'm just making a bow by doing the awareness ribbon and scrunching it up. I'm going to make a second bow with this ribbon. Now, I know I've said in past videos that I got this at Walmart. I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. I love this ribbon. I think it's so pretty. I think I need to get more because I keep using it. But I'm just connecting those two with some jute string here. And then I'm just going to fluff my bows. And I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding them in half and cutting at an angle, just like you see me doing right there. And then after that, I am going to get some greenery, and I got a Garland pick from Dollar Tree, and these berries are from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just wrapping them with that frosted greenery that comes from Dollar Tree as well. I just wrapped the greenery picks around. I put the Garland pick in half, but not perfectly in half. I wanted one end longer than the other, and then I wrapped everything with it just to kind of make it look fuller and not as long, because I didn't want it as long, and I thought, why cut it? Just make it, fold it in half, and that way it looks fuller. So as you can see, I used a zip tie to connect those pieces and then hot glued it to my board and then hot glued the bow in front of it. And now I'm just making a hanger with the rest of that ribbon, and there it is. I love how this turned out. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find all the links to my accounts in my description box. I just recently joined TikTok and Pinterest, so if you haven't followed me over there, come on and over and join me. So here's DIY number 2. Okay, for this DIY, I'm going to use this stencil that I got from Amazon. I have that in my Amazon store. This piece of wood we found down the street. Someone had thrown out some wood, and my husband grabbed it for me, and I filled those 2 holes with some hot glue. Then I am going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Crimson, White, and Fern. So I'm just going to paint that wood piece with my white color, and then after it was dry, I took my stencil and I am just going to tape it on in place. And I'm going to use, I tried to use this dauber, but I did not like it, so I do switch it out for my stencil brushes, but I do the red on the stripes and the berries and the green on the rest of the stencil. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you're here today. If you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And let me know that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And then make sure you follow me on all my other social media accounts. But if you hit that notification bell, set it to all, so that way you're notified whenever I upload a video, which my normal upload times is Mondays at 5 p.m. Central. But I do like to participate in different challenges throughout the week. So you'd be notified if you hit that notification bell. And then again, you guys remember, you know the drill. If you like this video, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment. That way YouTube will know you like my content and send it out for others to see. So as you see there, I took that burlap ribbon and I cut it in half, and then I cut off the ends that had the wire. And I'm just going to wrap it around the one side of my sign here, and I'm hot gluing it to the back, and then I'm going to do cut the wires off of this one as well. And I kind of wanted to have the rough edges on it, so that's why I'm doing this. The red, I did it because it was too wide, but this one I did it because I wanted the rough edges. And then I'm just wrapping that over the red burlap and then hot gluing it in the back as well. And then after that, I am going to I'm trimming it all off here. I'm going to make a bow with that same plaid ribbon, same way as I did before, just doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up and tying it in the middle with some jute twine. And then I'm going to dovetail the ends. And then I am going to add some bells. And I think, yeah, I also make a finger bow with my jute twine. And I don't think I'm going to do it slow enough for you to see. I'll try and put a link again in my description box. But you guys, if you don't know how to make one of these, learn, because I love these finger bows and I'm getting much faster at them than I was before because I've been practicing and doing them more. But I think before I make the bow here, I'm adding a couple of jingle bells to some jute twine. So I just tied a little loop on the top and then added the bells, and then I'm just tying a knot on the end so that they stay in place. And then after that, I think is when I make the finger bow. So I'm just going to make my finger bow here, and I'm almost done. And then I'm going to hot glue the bows on top of my bells on the side here. I'm going to hot glue I think I was measuring, making sure it was going to look all right. Hot glue the bells down, and then make sure I grab my finger protector. And then I'm going to hot glue the plaid bow on top of that. And then I'm going to hot glue the jute twine bow on top of the plaid bow. And that is all there is for this one. I absolutely love this. In fact, this was the first thing I made, and I made it a couple of weeks ago. And oh, I forgot. I did do a little bit of distressing since I wanted this to, you know, it's got some nicks in it, and I wanted to just make sure it looked nice and rustic. But I made this a couple weeks ago, and I absolutely love this one. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, time for celebration of your recreations, but unfortunately, again, I don't have any pictures to share with you. So if you have any pictures of a creation or recreation that you have made, you can send me pictures through my email address that's listed there, or through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I would be happy to showcase them for you. So here is DIY number 3. Okay, so for this DIY, I am going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory, and this decal, both the tree I got off of the Cricut Design Space, and the Oh Christmas tree I designed myself. This Easter sign from Dollar Tree. This ribbon I got from Walmart. I love that ribbon. And this twine. And this is the whole reason why I painted it with the ivory instead of the white, was because of that ribbon. So I started off by removing the eyes and the bow off of the front of this and the feet. And once I'm done with that, see how easily that paper tears? Well, I started tearing some of it off, and I ended up tearing the whole thing off because it came off so easy. And then I painted it with my ivory chalk paint. Then I'm going to add my decal of my tree here. And I'm just using my brayer to get it onto the board here. And then watch what I do. So when I created my saying, I did look at the size, and at one point I sized it, but I don't know what I did. I did something wrong because look, it's too big. So after I redid my sign there, I created it again at the right sizing. Then I added it on. I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what was happening. I couldn't believe it when I did that. And anyways, I had to show you guys. See, none of us are perfect. After this, I don't know why I'm showing you me putting that on there. I took some, this was the elephant chalk paint, and I'm doing a little more distressing. Not a lot, just real lightly over it. And then I'm going to use this ribbon. I just think this ribbon is so pretty. I don't know what it is with plaids and me this year. I'm just really loving plaids. But I'm just going to hot glue this onto the bottom part of my board, and I'm just going to hot glue it in the back, just like you see there. And once I am done with this, I'm going to grab some jute string. This jute string I get from Walmart because it's you get a lot more of it, and it's a better deal. And I'm just going to hot glue it. I don't know. Oh, I already hot glued it, and I was sitting there waiting for it. Oh my goodness. You guys, I was almost falling asleep while I was editing this. So if there's some areas that I'm like, what am I doing? That's why, because I kept trying to fall asleep while I was doing this. Anyways, I wrapped it around 3 times. Now I'm going to make another finger bow. I'm trying to do this a little slower for you guys. But I don't know if it's slow enough. But anyways, once I have this all made, I'm going to hot glue this to the bottom right in front of those jute twine. Now, if you notice, I crisscrossed them as I came over. I would go to the opposite side, I'd cross over to the other side, and then, yeah. Anyways, I don't know how to describe it. It's better to see it, I guess. Then I took some more of that ribbon. I cut it in half, and I'm cutting off the wired piece again, and I'm going to use this as a hanger. So I'm grabbing my tapestry needle, and I'm just going to thread that through the back of my sign here. And then I'm going to, once I get it through, I'm going to tie a knot on the end. It took me a while to get that knot. For some reason, I was struggling. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And, I guess I decide before I do that, I'm using my lighter there to just kind of singe the ends so that the strings don't come out, because they just kept coming out. And then I put it through the other hole and tied the knot. And there it is. I really love this. I forgot to cover the back, but I will be covering the back with some shipping paper. and I just used the lighter a little bit on the ends there. Oh, and I'm going to do the same thing on the top with just the jute twine. Just going to wrap it around and crisscrossing just like I did on the bottom. And then I'll hot glue that piece on the back. And that should be all. And there it is. You have to let me know what you think about this. It's really simple, a little on the rustic side, and yeah, I really like it. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, here's DIY number 4. Okay, so for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. I am going to use this candle holder from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this little domino piece from Dollar Tree. These what do they call this? Finial top or something? I got that, I think, from Hobby Lobby. These are Christmas cards I got from Dollar Tree. And then this wood plaque from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by painting all of those white. And then I took my card here, cut the back piece off, and now I'm going to go along the edge of this plaque, and I'm tracing it out with my pencil. This way I know where I'm supposed to cut. And then once I had this all traced, I was just going over it again, making sure I got it. I am going to use my Mod Podge. I cut it out, of course, and then I'm going to use my Mod Podge here, and I'm going to put it all over the front of that plaque and set it aside to dry. Once it was dry, I put my picture on here, and I'm using my parchment paper and my heat press, and I'm just heating up that glue so that it sets and sticks to the card. I hope that makes sense. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm still tired. I'm going to use my Mod Podge here to go over it, let it dry, and then I did the same steps with covering it with the parchment paper and using my heat press to go over it again. And there it is. And then after that, I'm taking some E6000 and I went over that candlestick, adding just a few drops of hot glue, and then I added that domino piece right on top here. After that, I'm going to use that E6000, a little bit of hot glue as well, and put it on the bottom of my plaque, and then attach that right on top of that domino piece. And then after that, I am going to add a little hot glue and E6000 to that, whatever it is, finial cap. I'm not sure if that's what that is or not. I don't know what they call that. Anyways, I'm going to I took another piece of the Garland ties from Dollar Tree and added some more of the berries to it. And then I just put it around the front, and I'm just twisting the ends together, getting it nice and tight around the front and twisting it together there. And then that's all there is for that part of it. And then I'm going to take a bow. I made another bow with that ribbon that I absolutely love. Hot glued it to the top, added another finger bow with the twine. And then I'm going to take some of these little pine cones and the little greenery pieces that comes from Walmart. Hopefully they have them this year again because I'm running out. I've been using them like crazy. And I'm going to hot glue them to the base of that candlestick. And that's all there is for this one. It's super easy, but so adorable. I love that Christmas card. I just thought it would be a perfect thing to use for DIYing. And you have to let me know what you think about this one as well. And then here is a final reveal of all the 4 projects. Again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button before you go. And then again, make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment. And then come on over to my social media accounts and follow me there. I am trying to post a little more personal stuff on Instagram, so I'm working on that. So with all that, you guys, I will be back again on Thursday with another video. I'm really excited about this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure those notification bells are set. And with all that, have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.